everyone, and welcome back to CW Iowa Live. Lou and Jackie in the Wood Harbor kitchen, along with our good friend, Chef Danny Wolf from the U.S. Army is here, and he is the master of all things creative-wise when it comes to food. And boy, you brought a whole plethora of things here this morning.
Yes, I did.
You brought a rotating cake.
Yeah, I've never seen that here.
It's possessed. So
I'm telling you. All right, so what did you create, my friend?
Okay, what I did, I wanted to come up with something easy for kids to do or anybody to do at home. And what this is I call them dug up bones.
Yeah, they look like bones.
Yep.
All right.
And they're edible.
Okay, well, good.
So what you would do, though, is you take a pretzel, put a
Okay.
miniature Marshall on each end. White chocolate.
That's good.
White chocolate.
White chocolate.
Okay.
And
Now,
then
that heated up a little bit?
yeah, it did.
Okay.
It's
You
a little
nuked it
thicker.
a little bit, okay.
Yes, it's a little thick, but we still should be okay. Here we
You
go.
got your little tweezers going here.
Yeah.
He's fancy.
Stir it around. Microwave safe bowl, obviously.
What we're going to do is pretty simple. Just take it in there, put it in the chocolate. Like I said, it's a little thicker than it should be.
That one doesn't get much easier than that. Here,
Here,
I'm gonna-
Chef, I'm going to move this around here so we
Yeah,
can
okay.
see. We can move the pumpkin out of the way.
All
There
right.
you go. Okay.
All right, and that, boom.
And then what you
You
do
have a
is
bone.
Well, there's your boom.
There's
You
your
have dirt. You have
boom.
dirt on your
Gotta
bone.
put your dirt. Yep.
That's too easy.
Yeah, but it's really cute. Kids could do it,
And it's tasty.
And it's just a little
Yep.
stick pretzel
right?
with
I'm gonna
marshmallows.
get my hands all gooey and turn it here a little bit. There we go. Look, it's a bone.
And then plop them in the white chocolate. You got your
Right.
This could get a little messy if you don't have the
Well, we like messy.
tweezers
Who
here.
doesn't love messy? Kids could get involved in this, like you said, anybody of any age. But I love how cute you decorated your plate here. You've involved some other Halloween candies, some great lights. You really made it a display.
Right, and that's it. You know, as everybody knows, we eat with our eyes 1st, right? And you get drawn to it right away. So and it was very inexpensive. Pretzels, the marshmallows, the little pumpkins,
Pumpkin treats.
and then these little 2 sets of little skulls.
and you're done.
I'm
Chef-
done. It's all set up.
Chef, I'm stealing this idea. That is fantastic.
It is so easy too.
Well, if you're invited to a party and you're like, oh, what am I going to do? You made something handmade, tasty, easy, and the price is right too. So good job on that.
Well, folks, whose party Jackie's going to this weekend, we think
You're
we
going to
know.
be eating some
Guess we know what your guys are
chocolate
getting.
pretzels.
Okay.
I want to show you something else here.
Okay.
This. Who's that look like?
It's the scariest pumpkin in the world. Look at that.
What?
It's got my face on there. That is awesome.
And what you'll do is, it's a real simple process. You can put any pictures you want on it at all.
How did you do that?
And what you do is you print it on.
I'm going to show this to
yes.
the camera here.
Yeah, turn that around.
It's like a
You at home see
kind of
that?
photo paper,
Careful,
but it
it's
gets a little
scary.
sticky.
Inkjet tattoo paper.
Right.
Is what this is called.
Right.
Okay. You can see the printing on here. There you go.
So you print right on there. Then you take some acetate paper. Okay, and you get this at any regular store that
Okay. Okay,
Office
art
Depot,
supplies and
right?
stuff,
Yeah.
okay.
So then you put that on there, and that automatically pulls the face off here, and then you clean the pumpkin, put it over the pumpkin.
So it's a two-step process
Right.
to get it onto this
Well, that's
transfer
Right.
sheet.
easy enough.
And then you have different ways to do it when you go to cut it. You can do it as a negative. So you would carve like we go to do this. You would carve on the dark side.
Oh, so this is a template for a carving.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize
I like
that.
it just
I just
like
like
that.
it the way it is. I thought that was your final product.
No, and I'll show you what one looks like when it's done.
Okay. We'll take a look at that here in a couple
Yeah.
I was going to
seconds.
say, what does it look like, Lou, or does it look like Uncle Fester? I'm still trying to decide.
Well,
some
and I
people
went
say
right
it's
to
there.
your page and pulled those off.
Okay.
Oh, I'm sure. We always have some good pictures.
Yeah, I tried to find one at
On
the post
social
office.
media.
It wasn't there anymore.
No, it took that one down.
Are you doing it in live time?
Now I'm just going to show. We don't have a lot of time,
Oh,
but
we have a little bit of time. You can show us how you do this.
Well, if you want to start talking about how you specifically carve
Right.
a pumpkin, also
I'm gonna
talk
move this out
about
of the
this
way.
Yes.
great cake as well. What do we have here?
okay. What this is a orange fondant cake with a skeleton, and you got your little ghost and that on there. Really simple to do. I used to not be a fan of fondant because it's not a lot of art to it, but you could actually roll your fondant out.
Now explain what that is for
Okay,
people that
well,
might not
fondant-
understand what that is.
All right, there's all different types of fondant out there. Some fondant tastes like
Clay.
clay, like silly putty.
Yeah.
Edible silly putty. And I found the fondant that blends right in to the frosting, so you don't taste it, and that. So it just you don't get that gummy thing like that. And so I use that, so nobody so you can do. There's There's not a lot of skill to find it, but it's still good doing if you're not really good at smoothing things out.
I was going to say, looks good to
Now,
me.
do you have to create that, or do you buy it already done?
No, I created it.
You created that too.
Yeah.
Okay.
What fondant do you recommend then?
Well, it's I still recommend the Wilton. There's another one. I had one of the test ones.
Okay.
So that'll be coming out. They said before Christmas.
Oh
Okay,
yeah, he
good.
gets the inside
Yeah.
track of the fancy
So
stuff.
that'll be the one that'll be out before Christmas, and it's just so much better because it just blends right in. So you almost can't tell the difference.
That is
Wonderful.
awesome.
We'll have
Yeah.
to learn
Looks
more about
cool.
that, but great
Yeah.
idea. And then just a little rotator on the bottom.
Right. You can get
You'd
those
have a
rotators.
possessed cake.
Yeah, they're can only do about 10 pounds. So you gotta watch what size cake you have for
Not too
that.
big. Okay.
That's
Yeah.
about the right size right there.
Yep.
Perfect.
Well, in the last few minutes, do you have any carving pumpkin tricks that people should think about if they're getting with their family and carving a pumpkin?
Usually, but sometimes it depends on the person's head.
Yeah, I
If
have
it's
a
big
big
enough or
round
not?
head, so.
I try to get something that fits to the pumpkin right.
Right.
So you have an idea.
So again, what you do for those people that are just tuning in, for the image that they have on here, what you did is you printed it on a sheet. It's called ink tattoo paper. You printed it on here. Then you have another sheet that goes on top of it. What's that one called?
It's called acetate.
Acetate. Okay, that goes on there. Then it lifts the image from this sheet. Then you place it on here, and then it's like a rub-on.
Right, correct.
Okay, and you rub it on, and boom, then you're good.
And it's up to you, and I'll show you on a finished pumpkin in a few minutes. But it's up to you. We're
show
going to do a
us- yeah,
little
show
bit
us
on
how
this.
you're going to do part of this one
All right,
here.
what you want to do is
I look absolutely frightened there.
you're going to go around it, and I got some different little cutters. These, you can get these cutters anywhere.
They're
I brought-
plastic. Those are the,
Yeah,
the
they sell
kits.
it, right. They're they're reasonably
couple of
safe.
bucks.
Carving kits,
Right,
yeah.
yeah. And what you want to do is you actually want to go around it a little bit, and you kind of want to trace the form there a little bit. And then you're going to slowly.
You're okay, Chef.
All right.
Yeah, make sure you get your pumpkin. This is a perfect time to get pumpkins now because people are going to want to start unloading them here real soon too.
Yeah, they're pretty inexpensive. Okay.
This is probably the hardest part.
So you're
you
creating
just-
an outline.
You're scoring the outside.
I'm going to score the whole outside, okay?
Okay.
Then I'm going to decide if I want to make this a negative. If you want to make it a negative, you're going to cut out the stuff that's kind of light and that. And then you're going to go not all the way through it, if you can help it. So
Right.
you leave a little bit.
oh, so you don't stick it all the way through?
No, because
oh, okay.
then it gives you a 3D effect.
Oh, I didn't
And I'll
realize
show you an
that.
example on the other one there. But you want to score around that and score the rest out around there. And you go all the way till you make a little score there. Then you start doing the outlines of
Okay,
the
like
different
say if
parts.
you want to do the eyeballs. Okay, there's some white in the eyeballs. How
Right.
would you go about doing that? Which tool would you use for that here?
I usually use this one.
Okay, the little
Get a little bit bigger.
little hacksaw
little
one.
hacksaw, yeah, and that way. Of course, whatever is comfortable for you is important. It's just like we say, you got different types of tools, and you got to use the right tools.
And then you saw this one here. I want to show you this one
Yeah.
here. This is looks like a little razor blade here, but it has little razors that fit in there.
Right.
That are raised. I'll put those on so you can
Got
see
the
it.
sharp side down.
Yeah. Okay, there's sharp side up and sharp side down.
Yeah. When it cuts your finger, you know that's the sharp side.
That would have been good TV though. Yeah.
I was going to say, no matter what, make sure if you're a child that you're doing this with an adult so everyone can stay safe. But it just shows you the different things you can do to create a different kind of pumpkin this
So you would take the
Halloween
razor
season.
then, Chef. You can just
Yeah.
you can just trace around the side of it,
Right.
and it will just score out a little V shape around.
There we go. Yeah. You could use this too if you want for the V shape. Depends how steady you are. I can do it right-handed or left-handed. Just got to be steady. And I recommend almost holding it like this because your hand is steady, your fingers might shake, but this kind of guides it.
Okay.
So then you would just go like that and kind of do the V shape
Well, that's a
around
little
it.
easier. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's taking a
haven't seen
nice
that
chunk
tool
of it out
before.
too, so
Yeah.
you can just make a good score around the outside.
All right, so that's the beginning of how it can start. What does it look like when we're all finished?
I will show you. And one thing to keep in mind, not just pumpkins. You can do watermelons, gourds, anything you want to do.
That kind of has a flesh to it.
Right.
Yeah, we talked about pineapples last week, so we're still going to try to do one of those and some of the other things before
All
we're
right,
done.
here we go. We're going to see the finished product of Chef Wolf's design here.
He has a helmet bag, it looks like. Let's take a
Dun,
look.
dun, 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 dun.
This is what it originally looks like
Oh,
when you go to
God.
put it
Oh
on.
my
the-
goodness!
which is scary in itself.
Look at that.
This is the image he pulled from online, and that, oh, I'm a good jack-o'-lantern.
That
Look at
is
that.
scary.
That is so scary.
That's a Jackie Lantern.
That's called a big mouth there. That's what that's called.
Chef, good job out of you, man.
Awesome.
I had a little bit of problems with the teeth, so I.
Yeah, so then move them out of the way so we can see them.
That's adorable.
But it doesn't really, it's not that as difficult as I thought it was going to be.
Doesn't take as long, right?
Yeah. Well,
And you can really have fun because you can take like a gourd or something. So draw the picture. You ever go from those mirrors? Same thing. So you kind of give it a little effect like that.
that's perfect.
Well, thank you, Chef. Going from
No
the
problem.
most simple but creative and delicious item to something
Easy.
a little more challenging but great ideas for your perfect Halloween party. Thank you for bringing us some
Sure, no
great
problem.
ideas once again.
There it is, perfect.
Very scary.
Perfect, just in time for Halloween. Chef, you're the man. Thank you so much,
Thank you
sir.
so much.
We will be right back. This is CW Iowa Live in West Des Moines.